This picture was released of the accused LAX gunman Paul Ciancia. The 23-year-old is in critical condition tonight after being shot by an officer. This story continues to evolve at this hour as well. Good evening. I'm Steve Atkinson.
And I'm Kimberly Hunt. We have team coverage of the shooting's impact both in LA and here in San Diego. We begin with reporter Brandy Hitt with the situation right now at LAX. Brandy?
Good evening, Kim and Steve. Right now, federal investigators are trying to actually comb through the evidence and figure out a motive behind this deadly shooting that took place roughly 2 terminals behind me. We now know the alleged gunman's name. As you said, a picture is also being released. And according to ABC News, there's also been a letter that has been left behind suggesting he was anti-government and also did not expect to survive today's confrontation.
This video from TMZ shows the chaos when a gunman shot his way past security at Los Angeles International's Terminal 3. He has been identified as 23-year-old Paul Ciancia. A TSA officer was shot and killed by the suspect, who was wielding what's being described as a long gun. Officials also say at least 3 other people were injured and confirm that there was only one shooter who is now in custody.
It was a loud bang. I mean, boom. It was a loud one. So from there, we all just ducked down. Next thing you know, I see nothing but girls around me. That's when we grabbed all the big luggage and then I stacked them high.
The first reports of the shooting came after 9:30 this morning local time. Almost immediately, first responders set up triage locations, and a man wearing a blue TSA uniform could be seen coming out, holding up his arm stained with blood. Another man was wheeled to ambulances by police. Inside the terminal, the news of the shooting came to some passengers from an airline official.
We had an active shooting in Terminal 3.
There was a huge response from airport and local police, and officers could be seen entering the terminal with guns drawn. Terminals 1, 2, and 3 at LAX were all closed, and travelers were evacuated, exiting any way they could, even spilling out onto the runways.
It's like seeing something on TV. You can't believe you're the one hiding behind a counter. It just doesn't seem real.
Now, after several hours of this lockdown, with hundreds of flights impacted, we're now starting to see the airport get back to normal, with flights once again taking off and landing here at Los Angeles International Airport. Reporting live in Los Angeles, Brandy Hitt, 10 News.
Brandy,
Steve, back over to you.
Brandy, you've mentioned some of those changes. Kind of set the scene for us from your perspective. What's changed at LAX in the last 60 minutes or so?
You know what? I have to tell you, within the last 5 minutes, we're now seeing a lot of road traffic come through the airport. For hours, no vehicle is allowed to even enter the Los Angeles International Airport entrance. Now we're seeing shuttle buses, vehicles. Behind me, you can even see some of the passengers. This is Terminal 2. Planes are taking off and they're actually landing and coming into Terminal 2 and bringing in passengers. Terminal 3, though, is the terminal that will remain closed. It's one more behind Terminal 2. Nobody is entering or leaving that area because that's still considered an active crime scene. The parking lot for Terminal 3 as well is also going to remain shut down until federal investigators decide they're done with the crime scene, Steve.
Brandy Hitt from LAX reporting. Thank you.